All right, it's finally come. I ordered two of these Tom DeLonge Es-333 knockoffs off of eBay. It's coming from China. The dude, as soon as I bought them, he was like, I need like 20 days to build these. So I guess they're like custom made. I ordered two, so I got one today. I ordered this on like mid-December, and it is now like almost mid-February, so like say 2 months. I like didn't think this was gonna show up. I didn't think it was gonna get here. But he's been in like really good communication. It's kind of hard. There's like a language barrier, but we got it figured out. Yeah, this box is surprisingly light, but I mean, I don't know. That's hella light. But yeah, so we're gonna unbox this and see, just like, I'm like crossing my fingers that it's a, like, I've heard good and bad things about these knockoffs. Originally when I had bought it, like, it was kind of like a stock picture of the Tom DeLonge, like the white, you know, the white with the red black stripe. And when he sent me the picture of like what he had already built, it like had a like a natural neck and headstock, which is cool, but it's not like the Tom DeLonge had like the white neck and the white headstock with the black logo. So I was like, I'm gonna need that changed. So he like literally like painted, like just he built it. So let's get this thing going. But not a bad buyer experience. I have heard of people buying these kinds of guitars. Shit, it's like all styrofoam. Buying these guitars and then like they get stuck in customs forever. Dude, I am not doing this right. So it's like some people never get these guitars when they order them. Okay, so the reason why it's so light, I mean, like, one, it's like, it's just straight styrofoam, which is cool. I'm sure it does a good job of protecting it. These come from Beijing. They come from Beijing. It's not racist because I'm half Chinese, so I can say things like Beijing. All right. I want to do this the right way. Cool. I'm gonna let you guys get the first peek. I'm not even gonna look yet. What if it's just like, like not even the right guitar? I'm not looking. What the fuck? It's covered. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know, I'm already like excited. This is cool. This is cool. Well packaged. I see some things already, but yeah, let's see. Fuck yeah! What the fuck? Anything else in here? There's some shit. A cord and a Allen wrench to adjust the truss rod, I'm assuming. Very first impressions, like holding this, very first impressions. It's lighter than a 335. I've got a real Gibson 335, or 333 that is, with the only difference being the back plate. So let's just kind of look at it over real quick. It says Grover tuners. Like, these say Grovers. I have my doubts, but that'd be cool if they were real Grovers. They might be. I can tell this is like, the neck is freshly painted. The body, it does have binding. It's the binding wasn't scraped on the front, and the Tom DeLonge actually had black binding, so you know, whatevs. There's the paint around the F holes. It's like literally a kit guitar. I think it's just like a kit guitar that they built. The truss rod cover is wrong, or I mean the tenon cover is wrong. I can already tell, man, like there's gonna be playability issues. The tenon cover is wrong, but luckily I have a few of these I got from overseas. Okay, so first impressions of like, it's not, I mean, obviously it's not set up. Let's see, the truss rod cover looks good. The logo looks good from here, or like, it looks good from like right here, but like when you get like really close, fuck, this guitar is light. Is this even a, I wonder what kind of like, this guitar is hella light. And like the difference between like the Gibson and the Epiphones, like on a lot of these, is like on the horns, there's this little like bubble that comes up, or it lifts just a little bit, and like the Epiphones don't have that. And this actually does have that lift. Looking at the hardware, all this hardware is gonna have to come off. This pickup. Okay, looking at the electronics, is like, the wiring's pretty shitty and it's like not cleaned up. It's just kind of like in there. I mean, thank goodness for this backplate. So this backplate is like sticking out. It's like just bolted to here. It's not even like inlaid into the, it's like just over the back part. And honestly, I like the weight. Like, my 333 is so heavy. This is like, fuck. That's weird. Like, the binding kind of goes behind this neck heel right here. So far, I think I paid like just under 300 for this, like shipped from China and shit. Like so far, I mean, it feels like decent. It feels decent. There's imperfections in the paint, but this particular one is gonna get the full Tom DeLonge like white. Like I'm gonna replicate it, so like we're gonna light this thing on fire. You know, there's gonna be some cool stuff. It's gonna, like, I don't care if there's imperfections in the paint. Just trying to see. I mean, I'll take everything off. Like, we'll do another video where I'm gonna take off this tailpiece and the bridge and everything, and just by eyeballing it, like, it doesn't look bad. Like the bridge and the tailpiece don't look bad. This like, we went over this. Like I told him, I was like, this is the wrong like tenon cover, which is like, you gotta have the right one for the Tom DeLonge, which I have, so it's okay, but it's just not right. Okay, now we're gonna play it. Got my trusty tuner. So just, let's see. This is how you know. The neck is the steering wheel of a guitar. Sounds horrible. Let's just give it a little tuny. A little tune ski McGee. It's like not picking up. tuner. Okay. Get these strings worn in a little bit and then we'll put it on my amp. I just got a little practice amp. This neck is, it's like very like, probably would have been better to leave it natural because it's just like, it needs to be sanded down for sure. The neck doesn't feel bad. The string height is like, it's a little low. So like we're getting buzzing all over the place. I mean, yeah, it's coming from China. The dude just made it. It's been on a boat for like 25 days. These tuners feel good. Like I'd be really shocked if they were like real Grovers. All right, so anything plugged into a solid state amp sounds good. The real challenge is getting a tube amp and having everything hard and not sound great. This is a Roland Micro Cube battery powered amp that I use like when I buy guitars. Like I'll take this with me to test electric guitars. So we're gonna go distortion first because I'm all about that life. Oof, that's a little bit of reverb. Crank that tone. fucking shit. That's fucking horrible. Not to say that you can't, like, it's really how the guitar feels is what I'm worried about. These electronics are total fucking dog shit, and this pickup is, well, I mean, it's, first off, it's way too high. I think everything's gonna have to come out. I think fucking all the hardware, all the electronics. Fuck, that sounds bad. Let's just crank the gain. Let's get rid of that reverb. We don't need that. Guitars sound really good on this amp just because it's like, you know, a little practice amp. Roland's great. This sounds horrible. Fucking sounds horrible. I'm gonna play it more just to kind of get a more feel for it, and we'll test the clean. How shitty like the sounds are coming out of this amp, and like just feel the guitar. And I will say, like the frets actually look decent. They like don't really need to be leveled at all. This guitar, it needs a full setup. The fretboard, the board feels like, has like a light feel, almost like a baked maple, except cheaper. This nut, it's just like a plastic nut. That's kind of, let's try clean. Let's try the clean. A little bit of delay, a little bit of chorus. fucking sounds like shit. I mean, it's not holding a tune for shit, but it's also brand new strings, actuating to the temperature. Not dumb enough to like think that these Grovers are like real, but like, fuck, they might be real. I don't know. Like they're, probably not, but like they're good. The tuners are good. Yeah, so clean sounds like shit too. A setting that doesn't sound horrible. The British combo, which would be like a Vox or something. I'm just gonna play it without the amp because like I want to get a feel for like the actual guitar, and like the sounds coming out of this amp are fucking killing me. It's not good, but I mean like I like the weight. This thing probably weighs like 6 pounds. Fuck, maybe less. It's so light. It feels like when I took it out of the box, I was like, is this like a full hollow? And it's not. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably like just like plywood, you know, like even the usually there's like a center, a maple block in the center, but I don't think it's just light, you know. And when you get a brand new guitar, you know, you gotta play it for a little bit just to kind of get how it feels. Frets are surprisingly nice. I mean, for the price, like there's no fret nibs. I'm not gonna go to the ER for cutting my fingers or anything. That's fucked up. Don't do that. I mean, it's so like my impressions of like how the guitar feels is good. Like it feels good. You know, it's got the belly carve, and like in the horns it has that carve, you know, that the Epiphones are missing. I mean, it is cool. Like, it's cool. It's like a satin finish, so the toms was it looked like a satin finish by the end because like he, you know, wore it in and like burned the shit out of it and scratched it up and all that. But his was a gloss finish to start with. But let's just feel this thing out. I'm just gonna jam. it feels good. The neck feels good. I like that it's so fucking light. Like, I like it. The neck, it's like a medium C shape. I would say it's a little bit thinner than my 333. So like, it sounds bad because of the electronics, probably the hardware, probably everything. I have all these parts all ready to go. I've got dirty fingers, you know, ready to go in. The harness, I can just pull one out of my other guitar, but I'm gonna take this to my luthier and just kind of have him like see, like, you know, the neck feels good. It's definitely gonna have to get sanded down. I know that wasn't like Tom DeLonge's thing, but like just for playability, it's gonna have to be like sanded down. So yeah, as far as you know, waiting a little over 2 months and paying like 300 and something, you know, like about $300 like after tax and all that kind of stuff. Like just like holding this, it feels good. Like it feels good. And like I'm gonna this is gonna be like, my goal with this one is to do like as close of a replica as Tom's white guitar as possible. So like I'm lighting this thing on fire. I'm scratching it, gouging it, doing all that shit. So we're gonna you know, this will be cool. I have the right truss rod cover, but first things first, let's take it to the luthier. Just kind of get his impression, like, you know, it's his job. But yeah, you know, we waited for this, and here it is. I got another one coming, apparently. He had to ship them separately because I was like, dude, I need these like fucking, not that long. I don't want to wait that long. Yeah, so just, it almost seems like it's like shorter, like but it connects at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah, 17, 18. It does connect at the 19th fret. Like the 330, like the older ones connect at the 16th, which is like, I like more, where, you know, it's not as playable, but I'm not like a solo guy anyway, but it's, I like the weight on this. That's what I really like. And as far as like craftsmanship, you know, it has binding. There'll be another video where I'm just gonna take everything. I'm gonna take it to the luthier first, and then we're gonna take everything apart, just take the whole thing apart, and we're gonna look at it on the inside and all that. But I just wanted to do, you know, we've been waiting for this video for a long time. Yeah, this cowboy quarter area, I mean, shit, that's where I play 90% of my stuff anyway. Feels pretty good. Fuck. Yeah, like, I think if I played this for like 20 more minutes, just like feel it out, it's like, when you get a new guitar, like you kind of have like, you got to get the frets kind of worn in and get them kind of where how you play. That's the cool thing about getting a new guitar is like, the neck and the frets will wear in the way you play, which is cool. So yeah, I'm impressed. And I'm very easily impressed, so yeah, this is cool. I'm fucking excited. I'm excited to see like what else we can do with this. And I've got a second one coming. I mean, hopefully, shit. Maybe I can do like 2 of the Tom like replicas at the same time. And I don't know, do I just like sell it? Cause I'll tell you, this is a pain in the ass to like wait this long to get it. And customs usually snatches these things up. So maybe being like in the United States, like I'm in the US, like maybe it's worth a little bit more here than what I paid, just because it's like, I'm more accessible to United States buyers. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. They're endless. They're not endless. Yeah, but first impressions is like, this is cool. Like the next, I'll do another video, we're gonna like weigh this thing. It's gotta be like 5.5 pounds. So light. But yeah, thanks.